Hello, everyone. Welcome to Developing Palates. I'm Aaron Loomis coming to you from the Drew Estate Studio. With me today is Jiunn, Lou, Seth, Geis, and from the Villiger International Studios, John McTavish. How you guys doing?
Good, man.
Hey.
I think it's Villiger Studios International because
Yeah,
when you
yeah.
put it out order like that, it sounds even more international because you're like,
Villiger Studios
is it translated from a
International.
different
What if you
language?
say international?
Oh, yes.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm. I
I'm,
like it.
I'm
Sounds
blanking
better.
on the I'm blanking on the name of the Step Brothers Corporation. What was it?
Oh, yeah, right.
Something worldwide. What
Yeah,
was
something worldwide.
Oh,
it? I can't believe I'm forgetting it. All right.
If you can
Anyways,
remember the name of the studios in Step Brothers, please comment below.
yeah, I will. Before the end of this episode, I will figure this thing out. All right. Today we're talking about the Pastania
Prestige Worldwide
Prestige
presentation.
Worldwide.
Prestige worldwide.
There you go.
Prestige worldwide.
The Pastania Wojtek 2021 limited edition, or better known as the War Bear.
War Bear.
It is a Toro 6-inch by 52. Comes out of the Fábrica de Tabacos de Sueño factory in Nicaragua. Ecuadorian Habano and Mexican San Andreas Barber Pole wrapper. Binders from Indonesia. Fillers Dominican Republic and Nicaragua. It is blended by Mike Shepankevich. Price point is $13.40. Cigar was released in November of 2021. So with all that out of the way, June, what was
Man,
your
nice
overall?
pronunciation of his name.
Yeah, nails it.
I'm like
Yeah.
95% sure I'm on it because I've butchered it like multiple times, like
Shepankevich.
in front of, in person with him or like on the show with Coop. So like I've tried to like work it out. So
How do you say it?
Put up the cigar.
Shepankevich.
the cigar I'm bringing up right here. All right.
Shepankevich.
Shepankevich is what I think it's
Shepankevich.
very close.
Shepankevich.
Just imagine there's a little bit of
That-
gravel in the.
That is a
tucked in your
beautiful.
cheeks.
That is a beautiful
Yeah,
cigar.
it is. It's a good looking cigar.
It's a good looking
Skip,
cigar.
you can stop the video now. So
That's
after this
why some
point,
of us
I just
had
want
to.
to know this is
Thank
beautiful.
you guys for listening. And
It's been developing
Catch you
palates.
on the next
Please
one.
subscribe.
See you next time, Skip. All right, let's
and
go.
that's-
June, start it up.
And that's why some of us gave it a very good on the pre-light.
all right. So
Some of
for
us has been
me,
one of us. Go ahead.
So this is becoming a bit of a trend. I realize for 2020, for this year's cigar reviews, which is probably the same trend as last year and the year before, probably. But I'm getting these cigars where the first third I'm like, hey, this is pretty good, and then the following two thirds, and I was like, oh, turn around and took a diarrhea shit all of a sudden, and that's how it ended. Not that dramatic, but not as good. So first third, a lot of cocoa, a lot of baking spices, just like not just like how like sometimes you have like dry cocoa and you get like the tannins of the cocoa. I dig that. I dig that texture. I dig that flavor. And then as you kind of go through the cigar, I kind of felt like it got a little too dry, a little bit too tannin, had a little too much tannins. It's a relatively strong cigar, which is not surprising. And actually quite fitting to call it the War Bear. We call War Bear, right? This is what the translation is.
Yeah.
No werebear. No
War Bear, Care Bear,
Yeah, you
called
can
Care
combine
Bear.
war and care.
Care Bear. It's a beautiful Care Bear cigar.
That
But
actually be a
overall, it was
sweet
just like,
band.
yeah. And I remember that cigar wrapper. I think it was like more this like Colorado red-ish look. And I remember looking at it being like, man, this is a nice looking cigar. But
All right, Seth, what are your thoughts?
rather smoke the bear,
I knew that you were going to be able to get a good photo of whoever took the photo of the cigar.
Aaron
I knew
did.
mine did not look as good as that, but I was like, dude, Aaron's probably got a sweet photo to do this, get the cigar well. Either way, first third, leather, dry wood, pepper. I was getting some meat qualities and some faint coffee. Medium full to full. It was kind of a powerhouse medium full to full, but it still was a powerhouse to me. Second, third, I remember the cigar really well, because I smoked this a little while ago. But the second, third, all of a sudden just turned into, I was getting like this stewed meat with like potatoes and coffee and leather, and there's pepper spices, and I swear I was getting bay leaves, and I was like, wow, this is a really good really good second third. I thought the cigar could really take off, medium full. Final third kind of was returned back to reality. And it just wasn't, it was just more leather, dry wood, earth, coffee, pepper, medium full to full. Average burn line, I had a really bad burn throughout the entire cigar, but the draw was fine. So, yep. John?
Hey, John, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, I'm kind of partway between Jiunn and Seth on this. I got a little bit of mild toasted nuts. I got that meatiness, which I thought was really nice. So it really sat on the palate well. And then baking spices and then toasted earth, but not like not that kind of dirty earth that coats the palate. So it was really nice. And then it got a little bit of minerality at the end of the first third. And I'm like, oh no. And like Jiunn said, I mean, we've smoked so many cigars that are like this, where it starts out, and I think the problem is because you're like, oh, this is really good, and then you're not mad, you're just disappointed because the second third just became really earth forward, a lot of tannic wood and earth, and I was just like, a little bit of chocolate kind of tried to push through on the retrohale, but I think it was really run over by the earth and wood. So it was still pleasant, but it just, I was set up for expectations in that first third that just didn't deliver in the second third. And then the last third, I think, was really consistent with the second third as well. A little bit of earth settling on my tongue between draws. So I was like, not really my thing. I also had some issues with the burn, is a little wavy, required a touch up, and then required a relay in the second third. And then the draw is a little resistant too. So 2.5, 3 notches. So that was a bit of a drag. For me, kind of an average experience overall. Aaron, what about you?
Yeah, for me, the cigar started with toasted wood, baking spice, and light mustiness. Light creamy coffee joined in a bit later, and the baking spice transitioned to black pepper. Second third saw the coffee note drop out, and the final third saw the pepper become dull and a light vegetal note joined in. Burn was wavy for me. I also had 2 relights, so I can continue on with the kind of the burn issues related to it. I thought the cigar had a nice start. Creamy coffee was a really nice supporting note. Second third dropped down as that toast level became heavy, kind of maintained that for the rest of the cigar. It's the same. It's what I experienced, what the guys have been talking about. You get that good first third, and then, well, you get the cigar aficionado like style blending. Like you just need to smoke well for the first inch and a half, and then like it's, who cares how the rest of it smokes. So it's just kind of more of the same for what we get to smoke for the last few years, I guess. But just couldn't hold on to that profile from the first third. That's if that's one wish we could make for the cigar industry for the future, is like just blend the whole cigar, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know.
We don't want to lick just a tip. You know what I mean?
That's right.
We want the whole thing.
Yeah, you want to tickle the tonsils, right?
Exactly.
So go for it.
Agreed.
So yeah, I mean, a high price point as well. It's probably not that I'd go back to it all that.
What is the price point on this?
$13.40. So
kind of expensive.
I mean, we talked.
Kinda
This is the Toro. We talked about a Robusto right around the same price previously, but it better flavor profile. So you gotta balance it out. All right, let's get into the scores. Let's start at the top with Jiunn at 6 even. I gave it a 5.80. Seth gave it a 5.65. John gave it a 5.60. So Jiunn had that 6 even matchup for you.
Really? Got a 6? Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
So it didn't match up well, is what you're saying?
No, not really. I mean, I didn't really like it that much. But oh, I like what did he release before this? Do you guys remember what it's called?
So the Warbear 2019, I can't remember if you liked that or not, but I actually thought the 2019, that almost made my top 25.
Yeah,
it did make my top 25.
Now that I remember that cigar I liked, and that's what put the brand kind of in front of my radar. But I thought this follow-up was it was okay. I mean, wouldn't pass it up, but not as good as the last version of it. So
my 5.8 match as well. It was above average flavor profile, but had some burn issues, so it kind of took it below that 6 mark. So for me, but it was just stack it. Whatever tobacco you got in that first third, just stack it through, and hopefully there's no other transitions in that cigar. But all right, Seth, 5.65.
I mean, I got a good stack in the second, third.
I need your second, third.
You needed my second, third. I needed some other stuff. Burn was off. Yeah, it just didn't. Didn't speak to me. I'm gonna come back to it. Price point doesn't even bother me anymore.
Yeah, I know. I'm at that point where like I can't register changes in price. Like I feel like the price should stay the same forever. But like now, like almost everything we review now is in this range. It's like 12 and up.
Kind of, yeah. Times have changed.
So
yeah.
All right, John, 5.6
matches up well. Pretty disappointing experience, and like kind of talked over Jiunn there, but yeah, the 2019 War Bear was I mean, that made my top 25 list, and it solidly made my top 25 list. Like that was really good. And I like Powstanie stuff in general. This for me was it was a miss.
Yeah. All right. Any other final thoughts on this from you guys?
I'm looking forward to the 2022.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right. If you're just catching this video on YouTube, be sure to subscribe to us. Also check out the full written review on the website, developmentpalates.com. Follow us on all the social media channels, and you can catch all of our review recaps on podcasts, so iTunes, Google Play, and Podbean. Thank you for tuning in. We'll catch you on the next one.
War Bear Stare.